For most military rifles, retirement comes quickly. A new design arrives, the old one is placed in storage, and eventually it fades into history. But some rifles refused to disappear. Decades after they were officially replaced, they continue serving on battlefields, guarding borders, training new recruits, and even fighting in modern wars. Some are more than a century old. Others have outlived the armies that first carried them. Today, we're counting down 10 military rifles that simply refused to die. 10. SKS, 1945. Designed by Soviet engineer Sergei Simonov, the SKS entered service near the end of World War II. Although it was quickly overshadowed by the AK-47, the rifle refused to disappear. Millions were produced across the Soviet Union, China, Yugoslavia, Romania, Albania, and several other nations. Its simple gas-operated design, fixed 10-round magazine, and legendary reliability made it an excellent rifle for reserve forces and militias. Even today, SKSs continue appearing in conflicts across Africa, the Middle East, and Eastern Europe. For a rifle officially replaced more than 70 years ago, it still refuses to stay in museums. 9. Mosin Nagant, 1891. Imagine a rifle designed in the 19th century still appearing on battlefields today. That's exactly the story of the Mosin Nagant. Originally adopted by Imperial Russia in 1891, it survived 2 world wars, the Russian Revolution, the Cold War, and countless regional conflicts. Its rugged bolt-action mechanism could function in freezing temperatures, mud, snow, and dust. Millions remain in storage around the world, and sniper variants have continued appearing in recent conflicts because of their long-range accuracy. Few firearms can claim a military career lasting well over 130 years. 8. Lee Enfield, 1895. British soldiers trusted the Lee Enfield through 2 world wars and countless colonial campaigns. Its smooth bolt action allowed trained soldiers to fire astonishingly fast. In fact, experienced riflemen could fire nearly as quickly as some early semi-automatic rifles. Even after Britain replaced it with newer weapons, many Commonwealth nations continued using the Lee Enfield for decades. It still appears in ceremonial service, reserve units, and police forces in several countries. More than a century later, it's still one of history's most respected military rifles. 7. M14, 1959. The M14 had one of the shortest official service lives as America's primary battle rifle. Yet somehow, it never truly went away. Its powerful 7.62 NATO cartridge made it ideal for designated marksmen who needed greater range than the M16 offered. Modernized versions equipped with optics continue serving alongside U.S. forces in specialized roles. Many military experts expected the M14 to disappear decades ago. Instead, it quietly reinvented itself. 6. FNFAL, 1953. Nicknamed the right arm of the free world, the FNFAL became one of the most successful battle rifles ever produced. More than 90 countries adopted some version of it. Even after newer assault rifles replaced it, the FAL remained popular because it was durable, accurate, and chambered in the powerful 7.62 NATO cartridge. Today, it still appears with reserve forces, peacekeeping units, and militaries across Africa and South America. Few rifles have achieved such worldwide longevity. 5. M16, 1964. The M16 entered Vietnam under difficult circumstances. Early reliability issues damaged its reputation. But over time, engineering improvements transformed it into one of the most influential rifles in military history. Its descendants, including the M4 carbine, remain standard issue for numerous armed forces. Meanwhile, many original M16 variants continue serving with Allied militaries around the world. What began as a controversial rifle eventually became one of the longest-serving military firearm platforms ever built. 4. G3, 1959, developed by Heckler & Koch, the German G3 became famous for its roller-delayed blowback system. Reliable, rugged, and easy to maintain, it was adopted by dozens of countries. Many nations eventually replaced the G3 with lighter rifles, yet countless examples remain in reserve arsenals and active service. Some are still issued to border guards, security forces, and designated marksmen. More than 6 decades after its introduction, the G3 continues proving its worth. 3. AK-47, AKM, 1949. Few rifles symbolize military history like the AK-47. Its legendary simplicity, low manufacturing cost, and incredible reliability ensured global success. More than 100 million Kalashnikov pattern rifles have been produced. Many countries have upgraded their armed forces, yet millions of AKs remain in military service across the globe. In some regions, soldiers today carry rifles built before they were born. That's a remarkable legacy. 2. M1 Garand, 1936. General George S. Patton famously called it the greatest battle implement ever devised. The M1 Garand helped Allied forces win World War II. Most rifles would have retired after such a historic career. Not the Garand. For years, it continued serving with Allied militaries, reserve units, and ceremonial guards. Even today, it remains highly respected by collectors, competitive shooters, and honor guards worldwide. Nearly 90 years after its introduction, its reputation remains unmatched. 1. Mauser 98, 1898. At number 1 is the rifle that influenced nearly every bolt-action military rifle that followed. The Mauser 98 wasn't just durable. It became the blueprint. Its controlled feed bolt action proved so reliable that countless nations copied its design. Military variants continued serving well into the late 20th century, while its action remains the foundation for many modern hunting and sniper rifles today. Very few firearm designs remain relevant more than 125 years after their creation. The Mauser 98 isn't just a survivor. It's a legend that never truly left. Military technology changes constantly. Yet these rifles proved that exceptional engineering can outlast generations of soldiers. Some were replaced. Some evolved. Others simply refused to disappear. Which of these legendary rifles deserves the number 1 spot? And did we leave one off the list? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this journey through firearms history, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Weapons Vault, and we'll see you in the next episode.